We're going to take a look at some properties that are on the market that have been passed over by most folks. We're going to unlock some hidden value. Alex from California, this is your video. Let's dive in. For the price, I mean, this is actually a really nice house. A little bit more rough, a little more ragged. It's going to keep those values high. Here's quarter mile comps. There's $260,000 houses right down the street. You'll be able to put your offer through me, and then after you close, Holton Wise, we can handle the property management. We'll even be able to help you with the insurance. We have lenders who will write loans for investors in all 50 states. This deal is 100% James Wise approved. James Wise denied. Hey, real estate investors, welcome to the MLS Search and Analysis Show here on Holton Wise TV. As always, I am your host, James Wise, and this, folks, this is my favorite show because I get to work with you guys one-on-one to help you achieve your financial goals. Now, my guy today, Alex, you are a full-time firefighter from California, and your wife is a nurse. My wife actually used to be a nurse as well. Because of real estate, we were lucky enough to have her retire and stay at home with the children. Hopefully, I can assist you in perhaps having real estate do that for you and your family one day if you guys so desire. What we're working with is you guys have $110,000 that you'd like to use as down payments, eventual down payments. You are open to the BRRRR strategy, or you're also open to just purchasing things right off the bat with your $110K allocated over several properties, or you can do, use it all as cash and then refi it back out. But the goal here is to utilize $110K and financing, all the great financing you're going to get with the fact that you got nice W-2 income as a firefighter, your wife has nice W-2 income as a nurse. And what you're really hoping to do here is target some single-family homes in D, C, or B neighborhoods, and you want to unlock some hidden value, whether that is use that money for BRRRR deals or, find something where we can slowly increase those rents, and maybe you're getting a little bit of a discount on the acquisition price because it doesn't look so hot right now. And that is exactly what I found for you as for our first property. I love, love, love properties like this. 3107 Saratoga Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio, 44109. Currently listed at $45,000. And this right here, this is what I love to see, guys. 121 days on the market. That could mean two things. It could mean the property is way overpriced, or it could mean it's not being marketed properly and people are missing the true value, which is what I believe we've got going on here. Let me show you the photos quickly. We don't have a lot. All right. This property is 3 beds, 1 bath, and it is currently occupied by a tenant. As you can see in the basement, this hot water tank, this is probably maybe like a 10, 15-year-old hot water tank. That furnace, that thing is old, man. That's a beast. I would say that's probably like 25 years old. And then we just go to a couple quick photos in the back. Not much to go off of because it's difficult dealing with tenants. And a lot of the real estate agents out here in the Cleveland market, they primarily focus their business on owner-occupied purchases, right? That's what the majority of people do. They buy homes because they're going to move into them. They don't typically buy properties as investment vehicles like what I do exclusively. So what do we have going on? 3 beds, 1 bath, and it is currently occupied for $800 a month. That is $9,600 a year. And that is where our opportunity lies. That is why we can pick this thing up for a song, man. As far as market rents go, we should be able to rent a 3-bed, 1-bath property like this on that street, $950, $975, even $1,000. I've got several properties in my portfolio on this very same street. It's a very solid C-class neighborhood. Nothing to worry about there. And, it's just difficult for most agents to sell occupied properties like this. Notice we don't have any photos of the inside. It's possible the tenant probably gave that particular owner or agent a hard time about taking pictures of their stuff, and maybe the owner or agent was not assertive enough explaining to the tenant, hey man, that's how this is going to go. In addition, they're trying to do just regular showings, and god damn, regular showings, holy shit. When you get like residential, because every once in a while residential real estate agents show some of my, or try to show some of my rental properties. And when you get a regular residential agent who is used to working with just residential properties, residential home buyers and sellers, man, their modus operandi is client wants to buy a house. Here's some houses. Let's go look at the houses. Which ones do y'all love, right? That's what they're used to. So you take agents that are focused on the residential game, and they try to apply that to their buyers when their buyers want a rental. They think the first step should be to just like walk them into the property. And dude, that is like so inefficient. It never works. You start pissing off the tenant, and it's like a whole game, right? You got buyer who needs to contact buyer's agent, who needs to contact the seller's agent, who needs to contact the seller, who needs to contact the tenant to get a showing. And then by the time everybody on that daisy chain has finally agreed to something, somebody's plans change and the showings don't happen. Tenants can become difficult. Buyers, agents, buyers, everybody can flake, and it just becomes a nightmare. And you end up in a stalemate where the tenant's no longer working with anybody because people have flaked on them, or the tenants have flaked on the agent. It's just like a whole freaking nightmare. Which is why when we sell properties in the Investment Properties for Sale show, we do not allow buyer showings at owner-occupied properties. We do the video tour and then send everybody the video tour at 1 o'clock every single day. So anybody who's watching this, if you're not subscribed to not only Holton Wise TV here on YouTube, but to our daily email list, click in the show notes to do that, because every day we'll send you the properties we're selling, and we have video tours. We've created the most efficient and effective way to sell rental properties. Bar none, we are the #1 seller of rentals in the Cleveland market, and that's all we do. We don't handle owner-occupied buyers and sellers, right? So if somebody called me like, hey, man, I want to buy a $400,000, $500,000 house in one of the A neighborhood suburbs for me and my family, James, can you do it for me? No, I can't. I don't do that business. I would send them elsewhere. That's just not the game we're in. We only deal with these rentals. We've created the systems for the rentals. So that's why, Alex, you've reached out to me to get this analysis. And that's also why I think we can get aggressive here and get you a good deal. We know there's meat on the bone. We know the rents can go up to $950,000, $975,000. Easy. I got properties on the street. In addition to that, 121 days on the market, no pictures. They're trying to do in-person showings, and it appears like it's just not working. So because of that, man, I'd like to see you pick this up for $40,000. I already think $45,000, by the way, is cheap for the area, but I think we can get that down to $40,000. So what's it going to look like? Well, right off the rip, okay? Because even though they're paying lower than what we want, we don't want to remove those tenants immediately. We don't want to raise the rents immediately to create artificial turnover. We want the tenants to stay in the home, and then we want to slowly get those rents up or increase them to market after they naturally turn over and we do a nice rent-ready reno. So right now, what would it look like if you acquired it? Will you still make money today? And the answer is yes. Okay? Repairs and maintenance, we're going to hold $40 for that every month. Vacancy and not payment of rent, we're going to hold $40 because eventually you won't have a tenant, or eventually your tenant will have to be evicted. Capital expenditures, we're going to budget $40 for that. Remember, I said that furnace, that's a big old furnace, man. Furnaces last 30 years. They cost approximately $3,000. Judging on the picture, you don't have 30 years of life left in that furnace, bro. I would imagine you're probably right towards the end of life on that bad boy, but that's all good. We're gonna account for that. We're gonna budget for that every month because we know it's coming. Taxes, 97 bones a month. Insurance should be 60. Very small, low-value property here. In addition, just so everybody knows, Alex, I'm sure you already know, everybody else, Farmers Insurance. I own a Farmers Insurance office. In addition to being appointed through Farmers Insurance, we are also appointed through various other insurance providers, small, random niche insurance providers, guys. I'm not talking like Geico, Progressive, State Farm that you see on the commercials all the time. I'm talking about niche insurance providers you never heard of, and we are able to shop around your rental portfolios to all these providers and get you the lowest possible premium. So if you want to lower your real estate portfolio's insurance premiums, in the show notes, I've got a link for you to click, and we will be able to quote you out. We should be able to lower it for you because that's all we do. We shop it to everybody we possibly can to get landlords the lowest possible cost because, look, guys, it's insurance, man. I don't need to try to upsell you on all these crazy riders. I know what you guys are trying to do. You're trying to increase your ROI, and one great way to do that is to beat down costs. So that's what we do. We've become experts at it. So hit us up. We'll save you some coin there. Back to the chart, water and sewer. You got to pay that for them tenants. Should be $75. Lawn care should be $0. That you should be able to push that off onto the tenants. Now, one thing to note, I did not see a garage in that yard. I don't think there's a garage here, but as long as you provide the tenants with a little shed to where they could store their lawnmower, you're good to go. The tenants, they can go ahead and handle their own lawn care. It's a cost you do not need to take on, like if you did with a multifamily investment. Last but not least, property management fees. $80 a month is what Holton Wise would be charging. So that would bring your average estimated monthly expenses to $432, leaving you with an NOI of $368 a month. I say we just go ahead and finance this thing right off the rip. You'd only need to put down $10,000. That's going to leave you with a $30,000 mortgage. The payment on that, it's small, dude, $143 a month. So that's net cash flow after you pay off your debt service, $225. You're going to should be, some years are going to be better than others, but you should be bringing home an average of $2,700. And since you only had to put $10,000 into the deal, that's going to be a 27% cash-on-cash return. And most importantly, do not forget, that is just right now at acquisition, picking this thing up for a song. Only $40K with our below-market rent of $800. We still have up to $200 we can go north eventually. So this one is a solid deal. And I love these. I love seeing these properties on the market for 121 days. 40 is like the most I want to see. I mean, you could probably pay 45 and it'd still be okay. That's a low price. But I think worst case scenario, we could pick it up for 40 because it's been on the market so long. But we'll start even lower. Perhaps we're going to make the initial bid at like 37. See what happens. It doesn't look like the sellers are getting a lot of traction. They probably have a lot of fatigue. If you're trying to make lowball offers, man, you can't just be shooting your lowball offers out to sellers the moment they've put the property on the market. They still think they're going to get their list price. But you take a seller like this who's been beat up and just worn down by the market, woo, man, we could turn some serious deals, find some serious hidden value. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to get into the second property I found for you.
Based in Indianapolis, Indiana, FS Houses is the premier investment property brokerage. With an in-house property management department that can take care of all those unwanted landlord headaches, FS Houses can offer you the complete turnkey solution as well as wholesale properties offered to you at a discounted rate. With a network of thousands of active investors, wholesalers, and brokers, FS Houses can help you sell your property for top dollar on the open market or in a hurry to motivated investors seeking distressed real estate. Visit fshouses.com or call 317-492-9025 for more information on the Indianapolis, Indiana real estate.
All right, Mike, welcome back. I've got the second property pulled up on the screen. I got the photos up nice and big for you. 2028 West 89th, Cleveland, Ohio, 44102. This is what I like to call a little old lady house. And the cool thing is what you don't usually see with little old lady houses either. You don't see like a pretty updated kitchen with a nice backsplash. Like, we would definitely keep this, right? We would keep these cabinets. We'd keep the countertop. We'd keep the backsplash. All of that is good. This is not a tenant. This is an owner-occupied property. So you get like a nice little old lady who's lived in the house for many, many years. And we're going to get some value out of that. Now, everything looks pretty darn nice, right? It would look like it's a pretty solid rental just as it is. But I want to let you know, like, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's stuff on the walls, just like a lot of stuff. So when we do actually get this property totally vacant, I would anticipate we're going to need to put a little bit of money into it. It's currently listed at $49,900, and it's been on the market a decent chunk of time as well, 81 days. So for this one, I think we can work out a nice little discount. I think we could probably pick this up for approximately $44,000. And even though it looks nice in the photos, all that stuff's going to go out of there, and I would imagine we're going to still have to repaint, spackle, fix this, fix that. This person's been living there a very long time, so we're going to need to do some updating, make it look a little more modern, and just once all that stuff's out of there, you're going to start to notice like nicks and dings on the walls or the floors. So, we'll clean all that up. At most, I think we'll spend $8,000, and that's probably, to be honest, that's probably a high estimate. It might come in a little lower, but worst case scenario, I think we'll spend $8,000. So you'd be all into this investment for $52,000. What that's going to get us, since it's 3-bed, 1-bath, and we're going to make this thing look spiffy, man, and we're going to make it look good, we're going to easily rent this thing for $975, possibly even above, but we'll go $975, which is $11,700 a year. What would that look like? Well, at $975 a month, we're going to be saving $48 to repairs and maintenance, vacancy and non-payment, cap expenses. Taxes are only going to be $75. Insurance, again, it's going to be cheap, $60. Water, sewer, $75. Lawn care, no need to worry about it. Tenants will handle it. PM fees, $97. So on average, should run you $451 a month. That should be bringing home $524. And this is another one, man. I think we should just finance this right off the rip, right? We're getting a nice little old lady house, been on the market a while. You take these C-class neighborhoods, there's only two people shopping in these neighborhoods, right? There's investors shopping, and this doesn't have a tenant in it, okay? There's no tenant already in there, so it's not super attractive to those folks. And then there's folks that want to live in the neighborhood themselves. So you take these people that want to live in the neighborhoods themselves, that's great, but in these C-class neighborhoods where we're starting to see just like a ton of investors and the low values, sometimes it's hard for these folks to get their loans approved. So a nice qualified investor buyer like yourself that is probably got a much, much higher net worth and much, much better credit profile, it's very attractive to the sellers. You make for a very solid buyer. So because of that, that's why I think we're able to pick it up so cheaply. So you get yourself a mortgage, right? That NOI, $524 a month. You're going to have a small mortgage, $157 a month. So your net cash flow, even after your mortgage, should be $367. Now the down payment on that mortgage is tiny, dude. It's only $11,000. And if you take your $11,000 plus worst case scenario, $8,000 that we put into it, you're only going to have $19,000 into this deal. So that's in itself a 23% cash on cash return. And you and your wife, you have $110,000 to work with. So our first property, out of pocket, you only need to put down $10,000 for the first property. Second property, even though we're doing a reno, you're still only at 19. So that is $29,000. So let's just call it $30,000. You've got 110. We're only going to utilize 30,000. That's still going to leave you with $80,000 to purchase other properties and really build up a huge rental portfolio here in the Cleveland market. So that, my man, is why I think both of these deals are good for you. I think they will make sense. I think this is the best start we can do for your portfolio. So if you'd like to make an offer on one or both of the properties, shoot my team an email, sales@holtonwise.com. If you already have a lender you're working with, awesome. If you need a referral from one of our lenders, we will set you up with them. They loan to everybody who's living in the United States that has good W-2 income. Their credit checks out so long as you can hit those metrics. We're talking 30-year loans, fixed interest, low interest. Interest rates are at historic lows right now, guys. So if you are not taking advantage of the very best debt in the world to drastically increase your buying power, you are certainly missing the boat. Well, Alex, that's all I've got for you today. Everybody else out there, if you are interested in working with me one-on-one, just like I've done for Alex, go to holtonwise.com, click the property search for sale tab, scroll on over to the MLS Search and Analysis Show, pick up an episode just like this. As always, I'm James Wise of Holton Wise, and this is Real Estate Investing Made Easy. For the price, I mean, this is actually a really nice house. A little bit more rough, a little more ragged. It's gonna keep those values high. Here's quarter-mile comps. There's $260,000 houses right down the street. You'll be able to put your offer through me, and then after you close, Holton Wise, we can handle the property management. We'll even be able to help you with the insurance. We have lenders who will write loans for investors in all 50 states. This deal is 100% James Wise approved. James Wise denied.
RentTech Direct provides you with an easy-to-use yet robust platform for managing your properties, complete with its built-in reporting and accounting system that can be customized to fit your business. You can manage work orders and even accept them online from your tenants. You can also share work order details with tenants or owners if you wish. With RentTech Direct, you'll also fill your vacancies faster than ever with the built-in marketing tools. Just enter the details of your property and RentTech will automatically provide you with a professional online website, as well as syndicate them to popular websites such as Zillow, Trulia, and Apartments.com to get your listing maximum exposure so it's rented fast.
Cleveland, Ohio is widely considered to be one of the top rental markets in the entire United States. This is because here in Cleveland, our housing prices are low and our rental prices and demand are high. At Holton Wise, we provide the complete turnkey solution for all real estate investors, whether they are local, out of state, or even abroad. As real estate brokers, we will provide you with agent representation to help you buy properties ranging from single-family homes to large apartment complexes. We even have referrals for lenders who can provide investment property loans to investors located in all 50 states, allowing you to capitalize on the use of leverage or other people's money. We have referrals to top-notch title companies, so you know that all of your transactions are safe and secure, with every single property being delivered to you with clear title. Once you close on the property, we have an investor-focused insurance brokerage who can handle all your property insurance needs. This insurance brokerage handles auto, home, life, and business policies, but they specialize in working with policies for landlords. We also have full-service property management. We can handle all rental property advertisements, tenant placement, rent collection, evictions, maintenance, landscaping, construction, and repairs. In addition, Holton Wise also offers digital media and education. One day, when you are ready to sell your investment, Holton Wise, as the #1 seller of investment properties in the greater Cleveland area, can market your property in a video just like this one to our worldwide base of investors who are looking to capitalize on the high cash flow opportunities in the Cleveland, Ohio market. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our latest content, including video tours and analysis of investment properties that are available for sale, real estate investment education, and our most interesting encounters with tenants from hell. Holton Wise, real estate investing made easy.